Welcome to Real Talk Real Faith podcast, where we speak about 100% life and faith. No fluff, just the truth. I am your host, David Adejumo. I am here with my co-host,
Oluwakorede, and today we are here with two beautiful guests.
My name is Grace. People call me Vaderr. Yes.
King Vaderr.
And my name is Bethel, a child of God. Glad to be here.
You're welcome, guys. So, not to waste any time, just catch up. Can you guys just tell them who you are? Grace.
Oh, me. Okay, like I said, people call me Vaderr or King Vaderr. I'm a social media minister. I'm a spoken word artist, a content creator, and amidst many other things, a child of God, like he said. I'm a student. I am many things. I wear many caps when the need calls for it. So yes.
All right, it's my
Outcome.
child of God here.
Well, as I mentioned, my name is Bethel, a child of God. I'm into Web3 and I'm a sports enthusiast. What else do I have to say interesting about myself? I'm just that guy, basically. I'm just that guy.
If you need anything, he does everything.
Yes, I do a little bit of everything.
I'm a student photographer. I'm popularly known as Jumo's Imagery. So yeah, my co-host Oluwakorede.
Yeah, I'm a student, I'm a model, and I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Whoa.
Always calm now.
All right, to kickstart this, we have 9 questions here.
First, we'll go with the topic.
Yes, we are going to be speaking about the confusion, why people confuse intensity with intimacy or vice versa.
Yeah.
Do you
Toxic
guys understand?
or LD and LD. Yeah.
Toxic or LD relationship. So,
Yeah.
okay, before we start, this is a question thrown out for you guys. So, first of all, what do you guys understand by intensity and intimacy? Bethel.
For me, intensity is like quick fire between two people, opposite gender. It's something that just comes in a rush and goes in a rush.
Well,
That's what I'll say intensity is. But intimacy is the slow understanding. You guys get to know each other, take it one step at a time and all of that. That's what I'd say intimacy means.
so how would you... Okay, let's over to Grace before we move.
Well, I think I'll just add to what he said because so intensity. I feel like the word intense is just basically anything that is done fast.
Yeah.
Anything that is done fast. It is filled with
current emotions.
Yes.
At that point.
It is filled with so many drama. It is not boring love. I feel like intimacy can be boring, right? Because it is slow and steady and consistent. It is stable, basically. But intensity is not stable. It goes like this and goes, and you can't predict what is coming next because
Very true.
as it's hitting, because you can't always maintain the fire. Sometimes the fire
But
will...
we can say intimacy and intensity can work together. Can
That is for them to answer. But wait, I would say intensity as the rush in dopamine. That, for example, you meet a girl today, and then you guys start having that 11 p.m. conversation. That feeling you have, that tickling feeling you have inside your stomach, that is what intensity is.
I feel intensity is based on just attraction, just like that. outlook, outward attraction to the
Yes,
person.
I would.
Because that's the first thing you're going to see before you start getting intimate with that person.
You just want, and also you say intensity. You're just attracted to what you see at that moment. You've not
There's no
gotten.
depth.
There's no depth.
There's no depth.
Exactly.
Yes,
You just want to. Let me keep the word to myself. All right. So to move on, we have 9 questions here. 9 questions here. So you guys will pick and speak about it first.
Ladies first. Opinions.
Oh wow.
Sharp.
I want to hear your opinions about.
Oh.
Definitely, you have a lot of things to say. So the table is yours.
And the
Can I read out the
question
question?
says, what are some major signs that a relationship is all about intensity and not real intimacy?
Sorry, let me read out the question again. What are some major signs that a relationship is all about intensity, not real intimacy? Actually, I didn't notice what's here.
That's a deep one.
Too much drama. Right? Like I said, intensity is filled with a lot of ups and downs. Like, it is not stable. Once you see that you are always on the edge, you're always on the lookout, you are scared of what is going to happen next, you are not certain, you are not secure in this relationship that you're in. Not just relationship, friendships too, family. Like, body go just they do you one kind when you think about this person. You are trying to meet up to a certain standard. You are trying to meet up to this fire that they are putting, because there is no depth. Because if it is intimacy, it is stable. You know that you guys have built a certain level of bond. There is depth, but intensity is quite shallow. So you don't know what to expect next. You're living in fear. You're living in a whole lot of fear. I think that is one major red flag, that it is not stable, because it's just drama. It's just filled with a whole lot of drama, burning passion, but there's literally no depth. That I think that is a major sign.
So wait, can we say jealousy is also part of like intensity?
I don't think so. I don't think jealousy.
I
is a
would
part.
like to
Because some
say
jealousy heart can be crazy sometimes.
you made me forget what I wanted to say, but better. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
One thing that I would like to like buttress that she said is the aspect of living in fear, because you don't know what next is going to happen. I'd say, speaking from experience, I realized that you don't know if the next minute the person is still going to like you if you say this thing, or if you don't say this thing, or if you do this. You always want the person, you always want to be the person's favorite person. You are not assured of the fact that, oh, this person will like me in the next 1 hour. You are just always paranoid when it always comes to, I want to do this thing right so that this person will like me. But when it is intimate, there's this kind of assurance that this person has my back. You get. So that's one thing she said.
I would like to add to this. The moment when you don't feel safe, like the moment you feel happy being alone, that is a major red flag. The moment you see you're with the person you want to, and then you're feeling uneasy, like you just want the person to leave your space, get out of that because you're just trying to hurt yourself and damage the person.
And another thing I noticed too from my own experience is the fact that I always kind of like, back then I would want to like seek validation from the person. I want to like
I just remember something. I don't go through a lot too.
I want to like seek validation from the person. I want to wear a particular outfit, and in my head, what will give me absolute joy is the person saying, "Oh, I like that outfit." As I'll be all over the moon. Like, there's nothing any other person can say that will bring me down.
And the moment they don't say that,
the moment they don't say that, I'm
The
like,
world collapses.
So I did all this to get this.
Exactly. That validation is also something you want from the person.
Not like we should not always request validation from our partners, but the moment you see it as an entitlement,
exactly. The moment you see it as something you actually really, really want from that person, so that you can feel happy.
Because there are some.
I feel intensity can also be like defined as effort. In a relationship, you put effort to make this person happy.
Intensity, I would say intensity is too much effort.
Not
too
necessarily
much
effort in the wrong thing.
Actually,
wrong
yes.
Effort, because intimacy, there's also effort, but this effort is gradually. You are building it, but intensity is sharp effort. Like from the beginning, you're already deep into it, and then
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks you don't shake because of the person. There's no depth. There's the effort, because one of the reasons that will make a relationship last is this intimacy, because you are building it day by day. They are literally dropping a drop of water till it makes an ocean. But intensity is basically trying to make sure you get the ocean in the first week. You have not built anything. You just want to see and the ocean will dry up if the source is not valid, if it's not strong, basically.
The moment you meet somebody and you guys are having a very great friendship, like you guys are like this, and then you just want to I want to enter a relationship
to spoil
that friendship.
That's what I'm getting to realize now. Like it is not everybody you meet
that you
must fall in love.
Speaking from experience, that thing really, really dealt with me. There was a friend I had that we were very, very close, that we could not, and also yes, I can say it's our fault, because why would you be giving me some green flags that obviously I would see? For instance, now if we don't talk, there was a day I had exams and I didn't text her till around 4 in the evening, and then the message I saw on my phone was, "Hey, where have you been?" And then I would shoot my shot. And so she catch him. She threw him for another place. I don't even want to give the reason she said, but
I can help you.
Don't help me. Don't help me. It's just, honestly, don't spoil a friendship because you just want to satisfy what you want at that moment.
Exactly.
That's just it. So, are we all comfortable with that? Yes. Or do you have the professors there? Do you have something to?
No. Man of God.
Oh yeah, man of God.
Okay. Oh, interesting question. So this question says, how do movies, social media, and society mess with our idea of love and connection?
Take that question.
Well, I'd say social media has painted the picture
Instagram couples
wrongly. They show you is their vacations, their beautiful pictures. Yeah. For me personally, I don't like social media couples. I don't like social, because the camera is right there, right? The camera is running. So of course I'm going to be on my best behavior because I know you are going to post that. So I don't. What is behind the scenes is what I want to see. What goes on when the camera is not on, when there's no light camera action. That's what I want to see.
Kissing on the camera, throwing punches at the back.
I don't want all of that. The annoying one is those ones that put their camera on the dashboard and they're in their car and they're trying to. I'm like, when I enter I can see the camera. Of course, I'm going to be on that thing. Like, personally, for me, it pisses me off. So when I am with somebody that tries to use that as a yardstick for our own relationship or whatever we are in, it's a red flag for me. I just see you as an unserious person.
Okay, so how does it mess with our idea of love and connection?
Well, it messes with our idea in the sense that it is not realistic.
Yes, that's the key point.
It is not. Whatever they are showing you is not realistic. Yes, there are some times when you can let me say, unconsciously replicate what they have done. You get, but it is not entire. It's not every time that this person will be sweet to you. They will get on your nerves. You will look at them and I'll feel like, make I just deck this person. There will be sometimes you feel like that. Let's be honest.
Yes.
But them, they don't show you all that part. They always show you the part where this guy comes from work and she has prepared the whole dinner, candle and everything. That's what that's the only thing they will show you. So I feel like what they show you is not realistic. What you feel for this person, what you guys go through, is the realistic part. Is what is actually happening.
Yeah, and then any small thing you see, God win.
Those comment section.
You ask for God win, God will give you. You will say this is not what you want, because honestly, when my relationship just ended, my Instagram Explore FYP was messed up. I will wake up in the morning like this, and this is just couples, and I'm like, God, what is this? Even while I was in a relationship, I wasn't comfortable because it was as if you guys were choking me. Like, especially that Yaba left.
Yaba left is even okay. TikTok is the worst.
Whenever Yaba left is not okay. Yaba left is not okay. Unfollow Yaba left.
Bro,
please.
And
I'm saying, like, in the aspect of like putting it in your face, TikTok is worse. TikTok will literally see a video and merely you like that video, it will bring it at the bottom that share to this person. Like, how do you know that I want to share it to this person?
Because one and that thing is, when I was seeing all those things, that time I was very naive and I'll be like, okay, I want this kind of, but please, I'll be like, make I get baby, I go do Instagram couple. I know if you do them because I don't even like it when I'm not the kind of person that likes this public thing. So when I see people do all those kind of things, it's
I don't like being
really
intimate with someone and compare your relationship to
whatever.
Yes,
we're not saying if you are the kind of person that likes, please go ahead, but the outcome is going to be your. Because I don't.
Social media is very turning minded. How am I going to put it?
I can't even scroll on my IG for 2 minutes without seeing couples. One will see the video. Grace, what do you think?
Social media and movies. I feel like social media has done a lot of damage, right? It has done a lot of damage because now relationships are now looking effortless. Like, there's no form of effort in it.
Like, no stress.
There's no stress. Nobody wants to stress when it comes to relationships. They feel like there are so many options. Social media has made it look like there are so many options out there. So if this person is not doing what you want, if you wanted to, he would. If this person is not doing what you want, find another person. You will find another person. And I feel like damage movies have done is that they've made love look so dramatic. Nobody wants boring love. Like the regular love that you just see someone or you love your friend, which I believe that's the most natural way of loving your friend. It now feels like it is not real love because there is no drama. You did not bend down to pick book at the same time, or you did not meet under the rain, or you did not meet spontaneously.
Love at first sight.
We have cancelled the regular boring, which I feel like that is the most intimate kind of love, going from friends to lovers, or going from church members to lovers, or going from childhood friends to lovers. Everybody wants drama because of social media is showing us drama. Movies, because you would hardly see a movie that shows a regular love story because they want to get our attention, of course. So they will show something fierce, something. So it's really sad because everybody is looking for easy way out. Everybody's looking for, if the guy is not going mad, if the guy is not doing heaven on earth, then he doesn't love you. Yeah. You can find another person.
You meet somebody and then you guys are 2 months into a relationship, and then the 3rd month the person starts bringing out his dragon-like character. He now starts saying,
dragon-like.
Yes, most people are dragons.
Of course, in human form.
Because you now start saying, I don't know who you are. Please, you never wanted to. Like, you just 2 weeks of talking stage.
entitlement. Because you are with me does not mean
No,
you have
like
to.
you don't get like you meet somebody you've done talking to for 2 weeks, and you've entered a relationship, and then 2 months into the relationship, the person is bringing out the dragon-like characters, differences that, for example, don't press my toothpaste like this. Till date, I will still stand against that thing. What will toothpaste do to you?
It's like you're talking from experience.
No, I'm not talking from experience. No, please. No, but no, I'm not talking from. I'm just saying that there are just some things that the little things. For example, now let's say you send your picture to your person, and then it doesn't hype the way you want. Before, you don't see it as a big deal, but now you did not see my picture.
Why did you not hype the way you're supposed to hype?
What if I'm in
Or you might-
what if I'm in a bad mood?
Why is my picture not putting you in a good mood?
Oh, sorry.
Hear me out.
I don't get it.
Valid question.
For her to react like that means you have been hyping like that. So your hype.
No, I'm not saying I don't hype. I'm just saying, for instance,
There should not be
You
a
can't
distance.
defend yourself.
No, do something. What do you mean I sent you my picture and there's no hype? You're not expecting.
no, not like there is no hype. There will be hype, but
You're not saying nice.
no, not nice. Like, for instance, maybe I will send all those fire emojis, all those, and I'll post.
I
and
mean, you
let's
just
say-
react.
What am I doing with fire emojis?
No, like, oh my.
I mean, trust me,
goodness.
women, we know we are fine. We just want you to say something. And we don't want something that somebody will comment on Instagram. We want depth.
Comment on the way the
Women
hair looks.
supporting women.
Comment on.
No, because I mean, people will, if I post it on Instagram, everybody will go crazy. So why am I not begging you to?
Are not proud of the person you are. That's what I'm trying to say.
That should not be your business.
Yes, that means that person, the guy, does not have his own mind. Because if you have your own mind and you really don't give,
You see,
I really don't care
Okay.
about what people say. It is not really going to be a problem for you to show out your woman.
because no matter who I am with,
Yeah.
I don't care who you be. Oh.
Really.
She fine for my face, she no fine for your eye, and
That's
As
your
long as
business.
that's your
Enjoy.
business. So, because I would not even. There are just a lot of things, Sha, but let's
Yeah.
move on to the next question.
So-
before we pick, I have some questions that I did. Yes, that one is going to be.
Public service announcements. They set us up for failure with these questions. They set us up for failure.
Yes, I set them up for failure. All right. Speaking about failure, what's a failure you're oddly grateful for?
The failed relationships. I'm oddly grateful for them. Very, very grateful.
I think,
Because
I think I'm with him.
I think back at it and I'm like, why I do these things? Why I do the things where I do inside this relationship? Like, I'm oddly grateful that.
You'll be fine, my dear. You'll be fine. I understand.
Like,
I think we are on the same page
I
because
think we're all on the same page.
yeah.
like
I think we are all on the
Waiting
same
be
page.
hall. Who be hall?
the reason why is that the lessons I have learned.
Actually. So, have you ever met somebody and then you wished you never met the person?
Yes.
Well, no. I feel like everybody has a reason for. I feel like there was a reason for me meeting everybody, no matter how stupid or how
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're
unfortunate
right.
you are.
You're
Ah,
right.
please, some
Some people are lessons.
No, there is no. Some people get no
It
reason.
is
Some
bound-
people
it is
they are just
bound
there
to
to destroy your
happen.
life.
It is bound to happen.
But as long as they didn't destroy my life and I'm still seated here,
If
meaning
if they
they
destroy
did
am,
something. If they destroy them, I'm not going to here now. But
No,
as
like
long
I'm
as-
not saying that if you meet, if someone
in
meets the
what
person,
sense?
Eh,
some people can mess with your life.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to talk to somebody, but some people can mess with your life.
you can mention names, don't worry.
All
worry.
right. Are we agreeing to the failed relationships?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
What of those that are hanging? Relationships that are hanging.
That is hanging.
Like what he said. Like what man of God said. Said it's not going forward and it's not like
Just leave. If you are, please. This is even the opportunity to advise my friend. Just leave. If you know you just want to feel that you want to fill up the craving that you're having that particular moment. It's just for a matter of time. For that person will shatter your heart.
Huh? You said you're waiting on God, but I feel like if you're already looking at if they ask you about relationship and that's the first person that comes to your head, Omo, I think you should run, because you're not waiting on God per se. You've made your decision that you're in a relationship with this person in your head.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
You've made a decision that
Yes.
I'm not sure you're waiting on God. You've decided the answer that God will give you even before God answer you.
Like, God, please make this
Honestly,
work.
if the
Make this
person is
work.
not being valid enough, I don't think there is. But if you see the validation, please go for it. If you know that is woman you want to spend your life with, go for
And
it.
also, I know that we push the motive of waiting on God for relationships, but we need to also understand that we have the Holy Spirit inside of us,
Okay.
and God has given us a mind of our own. We are not daft. Once you see that this person's value, this person's goals, everything, like it aligns with God's word, there are no red flags. I mean, there will be some tweaks. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But once you see that this person aligns,
But
carry on. I'm not saying you will not ask God. God will come in, of course. But don't just sit down, oh, I'm waiting for God. You're not making any move.
okay, wait. But what if everything aligns and there is just something stopping it?
What's
You don't-
stopping
you don't
it?
know the something.
Unless it is God, fix whatever is stopping it. Unless God tells you, stay away from this person loud and clear, carry on. As long as this person aligns, I don't think there's anything that can possibly damage it unless God.
Stay single, guys.
Please don't stay single. Find love. Love is sweet. Please. Thank you. Don't stay
Nowadays,
single.
love is scary, my brothers.
Love is
My
not
brothers.
scary. You're just moving to
Speaking
scary
about
places.
that, love is scary because of what you've seen on social media.
Yeah, social media has shaped love to be
A perfect thing.
It now depends on the side of social media you're on. The side of social media I am on, love is beautiful. Please.
I'm not
Sorry,
saying
what
love is
side
not-
of social media?
I'm on a very beautiful side
For
with
instance?
a lot of Christian couples that are doing amazing. You get to decide the kind of things you see on social media.
Actually,
You will
the
build it.
algorithm
You
will bring
build
God to
that
it.
FYP. I built my FYP brick by brick. So nobody's going to tell me love is scary or love is not
did this
sweet.
shit.
Love is sweet. From what I'm saying, I mean, it's what you behold, you will become. If you're beholding so many failed, if you're building so many failed relationships, your relationship will fail. So I'm building beautiful relationship. My relationship will thrive. It's just
To
simple
attract what you
logic.
want in your mind.
So love is
Nice.
sweet, please, guys. Thank
Speak
you.
into
Thank you.
existence.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, okay.
Who's
On to
speaking
the-
next?
On to the next.
Grace.
I'll pick this one myself.
Okay.
Well,
Pick it now. Oh, Jim. What would you say to someone struggling to walk away from a relationship that is all about intensity?
See that
Run.
question.
let Ushi
That
speak.
question.
Well,
Mm.
it's very easy to say run, actually. It's very easy for us to just say run.
Run.
It's easier
But
said than done.
more. Intensity is like a magnet. Intimacy.
That is the word, a magnet.
Intimacy is different though,
Struggling to
because
make decisions.
intimacy now you can spend at least 3 months building it. In the middle of, maybe by the end of the first month, you can decide, I'm not doing this again, I'm tired of building. But intensity, you spend 3 days staying on a midnight call. You stay on midnight call for 3 days. You are sending reels. The way
Sending
the way it built was so fast. It's like magnets. For you to now say run, it's like you are about to kill this person. Because when you rush things like that, it's like you are trapped. It's not that easy to run. I'm
was
not
going
even
to
going
mess
to.
with
I'm
your
not even.
mental
It's
She
going to
mentioned-
mess with
She
you.
mentioned something. She said, for instance, let's say somebody is just attracted to what they want to get from your body. The moment they get that thing from your body, they are. You see them decide. That's why you say some. That's why you see some girls say, "Yeah, slept with me. I can't find him anymore." He can't find you. You can't even find him because you've given him what he wants.
Content.
And I feel like that can't happen if it is intimacy. It can happen if it is the wrong type of intimacy. It depends on what you people are being intimate about. If you're being intimate about the kinds of things you guys are talking about, like it, I feel like there are different kinds of intimacy. right? Of course, there's the physical kind and there's the mental kind. There's the one that you're using your brain. Yeah, being intimate, you can't get to see the kind of brain this person has. Because I hear a lot of, you say that, but it was never open from the beginning. He stayed for at least 5 months. He stayed till he got what he wants. What were people talking about when he stayed till he got what he wants? Like,
They would have
you
seen
can't
hints.
tell me that.
You
You
would
can't
have
tell me
seen-
that you stayed with someone that wants your body for 5 months and
you will not know that he
did not
wanted
know
your
that he
body
wanted
for
your
these 5
body.
months.
It's not possible. The values you guys share, the kind of things you guys, you can't fake it for that long.
Men, we fake it.
Oh my God, he can't. And if you're,
He can't fake it for 5 months, but he can fake
he
it.
can fake it, but he won't. That's
If a girl knows her
if he's
worth,
rushed.
she's going to know.
If he's rushed, of course he can fake it. Take your intimacy is not something that is rushed. 5 months is even still small for intimacy. When you are building proper intimacy, you know what this guy wants, and
That's
you can
why-
easily take your leave. But it's when it is intensity. In 3 weeks, una body don't they shake. Of course, he will get what he wants and he will leave.
That's why I told someone, I was not last week, I said, know the person you build your intimacy with. So that the person will mess up what you think about intimacy.
Yes.
You see people saying, I can't love again, I can't love again. I will keep saying, no matter what a woman does to me, I will love the woman more than the way I loved the other one. That's just, I cannot just say because you did something and I'll say I cannot love again. Love is dead. Love is dead.
Love is
not
women
dead.
Love
and
is not dead,
blood-sucking
though.
animals.
Please don't let us cause something. But I won't say I agree to that, but actually, blood sucking. Okay, so
Let's not start the gender war.
No, it's not gender war.
Everybody has their flaws, so there's no need for gender.
But some people flaw plenty pass.
But it's not a stereotype, because if we are going to stereotype, we can sit here all day and stereotype. So let's not do that. Thank you. But anyways, my advice to the person struggling, I know running is hard. Running will be, but if you need to crawl, start by crawling. Take your time, crawl, walk. You will run, you will fly. But I won't just advise you to run. Take your time and detach. The same way you rush to build it. Take your time and detach. Because if you rush to leave, you will rush and come back.
Of course.
Yeah.
You will.
But if the person is beating you, please don't call. Run.
Well, some people are trauma bonding. If the person is beating you, even if they can see that this thing is wrong, but to leave is hard because they've built a bond that was.
Therapy.
Some people need deliverance. It's not even
not
therapy,
even therapy.
at this point.
Deliverance.
Because you hear some people say, if he's beating me, I'll run. If he's beating me, enter first. When you see that a guy that is love bombing you, slap you, and then he buys you flower after, and you're telling her to leave.
The one that
She
Yaba
will,
left
of course she
posted
will.
was not last 2 weeks or so. She posted that her boyfriend beat her almost. He be like saying Mike Tyson.
And they asked her,
And-
who did this to you? You said, I'm my king.
And then she posted another video saying, you guys should stop dragging my boyfriend. He has
Wow.
apologized. Say, wow.
Wow.
That's why I say it's not easy
That's
to.
how
I don't think that's
It's not easy. It's not easy
that's
to
not the
run.
first time.
Honestly,
Of course, that's not the first time.
that's not the
easy
first
to
time.
run. And I also feel like, in as much as social media has its part, it also depends on kind of people you are surrounding yourself with.
Actually,
Depends on it. When you're surrounding yourself with people that have sense, you cannot tell me you're my friend now, and somebody's beating you, and I'm standing, I'm looking at you.
What will they chop the benefits?
Something with. Exactly, you are chopping benefits, meaning you are with a dumb person as well. Two of you are
You.
dumb.
Yeah.
Because
Actually,
if you are with a
actually.
wise person, what kind of benefits will be at the
Yeah,
risk of your
yes,
life?
Out of your life, yes.
What are the
That's
kind of
true.
people you are surrounding yourself with? Like,
The
it's-
dangers outweighs the benefits. So, in fact, there is not even. How is that even benefits?
some people are so smart, but they are surrounding themselves with so many dumb people that their IQ just they
yeah.
reduced by the
And
moment.
the moment you are the smartest amongst your group,
Yeah.
Apostle
Actually.
Solomon said something. If there's 5 fools around you, look around you,
There
don't
are
count where
6.
there are 6. You cannot be smart and be moving around with dumb people. What even your wisdom is not built on solid foundation. It will crumble. It will crumble. You cannot be in a bad relationship and you are in a bad friendship at the same time, you are losing both ways. If you are in a good friendship, the likelihood that you'll be in a bad relationship is very low. If you're in good friendships, the likelihood that you end up in a bad relationship is very, very low. But it's when you are in stupid friendship, because when you fall in love, this intensity something now, when you fall in love, the first people you run to are your friends. What are they telling you when you are telling me that you had midnight call with someone that I just met today? Are you mad?
That's how you feel like maybe when you're dating someone and suddenly a group of friends, then she switched. Like the way she's always acting.
Your friends influenced her. Yes. Your friends will be the first influence on you. Before even your parents or before your pastor, your friends are your first influence when it comes to relationship. When you meet your friends, what are they telling you? Say it's collective. Maybe he has money.
Yeah, exactly. Once you are following advices like that,
that comes back to
shape your
the mentality girls have with this whole relationship thing. You will see, I know there is this poison in. Let me even use Nigeria for instance. The moment you see a guy owns iPhone with 3 camera, owns a Benz or owns a Lexus, all of a sudden that softness is already inside.
Sweeps off her feet.
Sweeps you off your feet and you sweep inside the car, and you sweep on his bed and he sweeps inside you and he sweeps you back. It's just any small thing. If he doesn't have money, like
that's like the order of the day.
It's not generic, sure.
If love
is not exactly
actually, if love is built on,
I feel if we understand the meaning of love, all these whatever little things that we see outside is not really going to be like that.
Actually, and well, it also depends on the kind of person you are. There is a way you can filter your head to some things, your ears to some things that you know that. For Instagram, for that Instagram, for that social media thing, you know the kind of person you are, you know the kind of boyfriend or girlfriend you have, and then you are pressuring the person on doing things that the person doesn't do on a norm. For instance, now your friend's babe bought iPhone 16. You JJ are using iPhone XR. You went to meet your boyfriend, you are giving him attitude. Your boyfriend is using 6S Plus. You are saying your boyfriend is using 6S Plus, you are telling him to buy 16 for you. Misplaced priorities. There are a lot of things to learn in a relationship. I'm not saying, like I said, stay single.
And work on yourself.
Don't stay single.
Because
working.
Speaking about
working on yourself is very important.
Speaking about that friendship thing, if there is something that people say, you cannot advise somebody in love. You agree to that. You can't advise somebody in love. And the moment this whole truth is bitter thing, people don't actually see it as that way. Like, I never knew telling the truth could actually hurt a friendship, like could end a friendship. That thing shocked me.
So that's when you have to realize that this person does not have the capability to undo this. And you said what you want to. You've already made it clear.
You came to me for advice. I advised you. I told you I was not okay. Then you did the opposite of what you said you were going to do. And then I told you that okay, I'm not. And then you all of a sudden, please chop your friendship. Make I go chop your food. So moving on, guys. Welcome back, and please follow us on all our social media platforms.
Yep.
Below. So down to the next question. I'm picking this one for them. For the two of them, actually. So the question says, have you ever mistaken intensity for intimacy or vice versa?
So spill it.
Yeah, I have actually.
Oh.
I've seen it. No, let him go
and
first.
it was quite something actually. In the space of I think a few days or a few weeks, everything was very fast. Like when I say fast, like I'm talking Lamborghini kind of fast.
When he's talking fast, he's talking Lamborghini.
Yeah, smooth.
I was talking Lamborghini kind of fast. Like we just in the space of like a week, we don't talk about the future.
Oh no.
And that was just nonsense.
That was
just
that is
nonsense.
your own legit
I think I give it
view of intensity. Because,
Like
bro,
we talk not every day. Every day is like an understatement. We
Yes,
talk
but just-
every time.
yes, but just in your head. You know they say I want 3 boys, 1 girl.
We don't 3 boys, 1 girl, even this small. We don't they talk like,
Come on, see
okay,
my
so
mommy.
when you finish this thing, what are you going to do? Oh, I want to go to this place. Don't go to this place now. You know, I'm still here. We don't, you know, it's 2 children, 3 children, all those ones are still small. this
Listen,
thing.
we don't judge.
Yeah, we judge you.
We don't the plan say, okay, no go this place because you know say me I go still there here. So if you no go there, you get. So it was just it was a lot actually. It was a lot. No. And one thing about those kind of feelings is like it's not like fireworks. Once the banger don't blow finish, you don't blow finish with that. You don't get anything where you could do. You get now like say you light up banger. Once you don't to about 3 sound in it, about 3 sound, you about to do nothing. You don't finish.
That Yoruba was necessary.
you get. So like, and once it fizzles out like that, you ask yourself like, what happened? That's the question you always I kept on asking
Like,
myself.
why did I go into
what happened?
this?
Like, what did I do wrong? Like for this person to like stop liking me, like this person is not talking as he used to. Like, I just kept asking what happened. Well, at the end of the day, you would just
So how did you? Okay, let's call it delusion.
Wait, she left you or you?
No, let's call it delusion. So how did you snap out of that?
well, I just started to realize that I was losing myself.
That's a point. The moment you start losing yourself.
I was losing myself.
Wow.
Like just because
Bro,
I
you've been
wanted
through a
to
lot
make
too.
this person happy, I started doing things I would not do on a normal day. Like I started like what's it called? Agreeing to ideas and opinions that I would not normally agree to just because I don't want to get on this person's nerves. You get. I started doing that kind of thing. I started for instance now, like she'll complain about somebody else's attitude, and I know that if I point it out to her that, oh, you were the person in the wrong in this situation, she's going to get angry.
Yeah, why
And
you
once he
supporting
gets
her?
angry at me, my day is ruined. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to talk to
I
this
would
person.
love
Oh,
you.
you get. So it's when I just like stepped back and I was analyzing situations, what she said, my responses, my reactions, and I was like, no, this is not it. This is definitely not it. Like some very I don't know, stupid things that she would do, and I'll be like, okay, just calm down. Something that on a normal me, I go blast you. Like I'll call you out on it and be like, no, this is wrong. I probably might not do it in front of anybody, but me and you will talk. I go call you out on her, but I want to like, just calm down, just so that she will not be angry. And I felt like, nah. When I just realized that, I just no. I need to get out of this thing.
Eggshells.
I need to get out of this thing. So like it's just intensity is just breeze in, breeze out.
Perfect definition.
It's just breeze in, breeze out. No matter, there's nothing you want to do to salvage it. It is just breeze in, breeze out. It's just breeze in, breeze out. And you have to be careful when you breeze out. You have to be careful so that it doesn't become hatred. That's
Kind of
another
thing-
aspect.
that kind of those kind of things often end as hatred actually.
Exactly. So it takes the grace of God for you to see that person and not like blatantly hate that person. It takes the grace of God. So that's my own experience.
Well, off to
Madam Grace.
Okay.
Have you ever mistaken intensity for
Um,
intimacy?
Yes, I have. It's something similar to what he spoke about. But this wasn't. I wouldn't exactly say breeze in, breeze out. It was from a friend. You know when you build friendship and you now mess it up, that kind of thing. So, let's say a friendship of about 2 years, and then all of a sudden intensity from nowhere. Just you guys start building. Not, I wouldn't say building. People just start
talking more than
normal, and there are so many sparks flying, and and you feel like, oh, because we were friends before, this is
normal.
This is perfect. This is
exactly.
Sugar.
You start to make the excuse that it's going to work.
Yes, it's going to work. I mean, we're friends. We know everything about each other. We know ourselves, but we didn't actually take time to build connection on the level of relationship. We just went from friendship and we started having sparks, and all of a sudden, the spark. I would not say the spark disappeared. I would just say he wanted to focus on himself.
That's a very valid reason.
That's not a valid reason.
That's an excuse.
That's an excuse to
what if
run
I'm
away.
actually going through a lot?
No, that's an excuse to run away from
I've been
being
in that position too.
It can be like
accountable.
defense mechanism.
What do you mean you want to focus on yourself? I don't get self where I want to focus on.
Yes, that can also be selfish, but I feel
Why didn't you think of focusing on yourself before we started getting intense?
Exactly.
things can happen.
Oh,
It's
no.
not
That is
That's the one I hate the most. It's not you, it's me.
no. You can't just tell me you want to and the way the focus on yourself, it's not even like you said it with your mouth. It was just, I mean, I could see you were now busy with yourself. But what now happened to me?
But see, the moment you start saying you want to focus on a line, and that woman don't date you.
Well, that was actually the case. That was actually the case.
Call me what?
That was actually the case, and it was a very painful experience because this was a friend. If it was the breeze in, breeze out now, if he just push you one side, it will hurt, but I can push you one side. But a friend that we are stuck together in quotes, we are in the same space.
That you keep seeing each other.
I keep seeing you every blessed time, and now I have to force myself to keep a distance.
Oh, that's scary.
From
That
you.
thing can be scary.
Like force myself, and you cannot. I they see you. We are seeing you. And the kind of space I'm in, a Christian space, so it's very hard for me to do these things. Like trying to not. This person might watch this video. But
Please, you're free. It's in the past.
I'm not free. I don't want to do that.
You don't have to be specific for it.
I don't want to be
She's
specific.
being specific enough for the guy to know that he's the one.
That's even what she's.
Wait, wait till even concern me.
I like that
Come to
energy.
think of it. Okay, so let's say this person we go to the same church. So we are both leaders. Both of us they work for church. Both of us are seeing each other. When they give us work in church, I will not say because of you, I not go answer God.
That void.
Like, and now I'm just hanging in the air. Everything was intense, and all of a sudden, everything has scattered, and you're telling me you're not focusing, applying pressure on yourself. Like I mean, when I was with you, I was focusing on myself. What the heck?
Oh, that means it didn't really matter enough.
Exactly. But yeah. I mean, I've gone past that. I'm happy now. I'm happy. But it still stings once in a while. But I'm happy. Like, I'm very happy. I got to distance myself. I got to not care. I got to care enough for myself to not care about the person. Basically.
Valid.
I got to care enough for myself to not care about the person.
Those types of relationship makes you understand that you have to be okay with yourself. You have to have your self-understanding.
That your self-esteem has to be 100 before
100.
Yes.
So you can always do without
self-esteem and self-respect.
people living. So it's not really mess with your mental. Yeah. But that's a plus for you though.
Real.
Yeah.
Real.
Well, not to waste any time.
Man of God.
Okay. Hey Jesus.
So who's
Do
going
you
first?
think this whole intimacy versus intensity thing affects friendship? How?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, it
No,
does.
me, I don't understand this question. Can I change my question? So I won't take time.
Yes,
I mean,
it
I
does.
understand,
It
but it's
affects
better
it
to give me a
a
hard time.
lot, a whole lot, a lot.
Do you think our attachments make it harder to tell intimacy from intensity? Well,
Oh, this
do you want to
question.
go first? With your
Sorry, I'm not about to. Well, we're trying to save time.
okay. What was the question?
The question. Do you think this whole intimacy versus intensity thing affects friendship, and how? Yes, it does affect friendship because there are some friendships that should remain just
That's
friendships.
just it.
Yeah.
Don't
So
mistake it.
once you push it, like the example she gave, once you push it
That
overboard,
self-intuition, like
Crash
once
and
your
burn.
body start getting hot, go and drink cold water.
once you push it, it's crash and burn. So it's just
And that is the
and you're
that
going
is
to know deep down that let me just keep this in as friends.
and that
like,
is
let
the
me
most
just-
painful
But like that
friendship.
second
that-
thought is going to like overshadow that. And you later end up
that
crashing.
false thought of it can work now.
work.
She been on my
At least
friend.
am I-
It's not
you
an
not
outside
tell,
guy.
you not tell the person you don't want to spoil this friendship. The person will not tell you, so you're not willing.
That is the point. Like once you tell the person you don't want to spoil, the person will never ever agree to the fact that okay, let's remain friends. Even if the person agrees, the green lights will the person will give you moving forward. You will be like, Abishe, make I reconsider.
And the funny thing is, the moment that thing happens, and we later break off, me, I'm very, very fast to I told you. I could just tell you, say, I told you.
You still even have the time to say I told you. Me, I will run so far away from you that even if you shout I told you, I won't hear you.
But I think it also affects friendship, like friendship without any form of relationship attached. Like both gender friendship and even male and female friendship, that there is no plan of relationship. Like there are so many friendships that are just intense. There people are not even friends. There is no depth.
Just high.
Just built on gossip, built on information about
Yes.
other people, built on
Yes.
social media, built on, like the friendship don't really carry any
You don't really
form of
carry any. There's no
intimacy.
substance to
There's no
it.
substance
Let's
at
even
all.
leave this intensity in relationship. There can be intensity in friendship too.
Exactly.
That over importance, like over what's that word? Overestimating your importance in a friendship. That is something that's it is very, very
You
bad.
need to build that friendship on something more important, more valid. It shouldn't be always
Do we know if this person you're friends with is actually adding to you or not?
exactly.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
depending on you if you still want to stay in there.
It shouldn't be
Nothing
based on just
represents
gist.
Yeah.
Yes, you can be very important to the person, but there are just things that there is a way you can carry the person like this, the person will carry you like this. You just have to respect yourself to carry the person like this. Everything has to be balanced.
Everybody have let's say categories of friendship. One's for fun, one's for
Business.
you have your
actually
real G's,
yes.
you have your real
Real
G's.
G's.
And you have ones for emotional, you have ones just to go and die.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You have ones just to go and destroy your life.
Exactly.
You just put it in that
was on a
category,
lifetime
but
actually.
you should know what you are doing with certain friends.
That's why you keep saying don't wait till you are 20 something before you start finding the friends that will work with you when you are 40.
Bro, you just have to know what you are doing. Be mature enough to reason, to know what you want. This is not going to work for me. This is going to work for me.
You see somebody say, I still have enough time to pick out my friends. Oh my god.
Before you close your eyes, open
You will
up.
crumble. Well,
Next question.
what's your question?
Okay.
I will pick this question. Repeat it.
My question says, how can someone build deeper, more real connections instead of just chasing the eyes? How can you build deeper, more real connection? By going deeper. Just go deeper. Instead of being obsessed, actually work on building connections. Like I feel like I said, embrace boring love. I don't know, I'm a fan of regular, everyday. Like not the love that they must shall be drama. If there's no drama, there's no love. Like there are some people that when there's peace, but when it's boring, is they are bored.
honestly,
They are bored. They want
Yeah.
chaos. They want drama. One of the easiest way to build
And you cannot
deeper
always have
connection
fun.
is
Not
through
always.
peace.
honestly, I can be with my so-called woman in a space for about 2 hours, and we might not even talk for. I just want you in that space. It's not a must be
Yes.
cho.
Just
Like if it's, let's say relationship is for 5 years now, you will use 1 year to say 5 years to talk. You will not get to the 4th year. Fight will start.
Bro. The
No,
time,
that's
the
where
time you'd have
intimacy-
used to know
intimacy is.
yourselves, the time you'd have used to the time you'd have used to basically know this person and get more intimate. You've used all the time to catch fire. You've catch all the fire. Now the fire have burned. What are you doing with the remaining time?
Fire cannot burn. I will light it back.
What are you doing with the remaining time? Because when you exhaust all the things, when you open yourself up too fully, both physically and mentally, when you open yourself at the beginning stage, going forward, there's literally nothing. There's nothing new.
So yeah, are you
Exactly.
saying? Are you saying? I want to counter that. Are you saying I cannot be vulnerable at the early stage?
You cannot.
Vulnerability is.
You cannot just meet someone and just be vulnerable.
now.
You are.
I
It's
know.
it's a
stage.
gradual process.
But you build intimacy on vulnerability.
There are levels
Comes
to vulnerability. Oh. There are levels. I'm not saying you cannot be vulnerable. Be vulnerable, but build intimate. Get to know this person. And yes, of course, if the person you're getting to know the person will be vulnerable. But don't be stupid. You need to know. Not everybody has your best interests at heart.
Like, don't let your
Don't be-
emotions
don't-
overshadow what you even see.
God will bless you.
Yeah.
We get too emotional. We allow emotions take over us too quickly. That we are not
Exactly.
using our brain.
That she's going to.
Let your brain come first. Carry the emotion and put it aside. Use your brain and get to actually know. Ask sensible questions. Get to know this person before you now go vulnerable. Because the reason why most intensity relationship breakups are painful is because you were vulnerable on the emotional level.
You were way too
You
vulnerable.
were way too vulnerable on the emotional level. That's why it's paining you. If we're using your brain to be vulnerable and you people now end up separating, it not go to pain you. It will honestly not be so painful like that because you used your sense. So I believe you just need to be very wise about it and build with sense, not build with emotions. Your emotions are very fickle. Your feelings are very fickle.
If you understand yourself and you know how to regulate your emotions, I think you really do pretty well.
You should not live by your
With
feelings.
people.
Your feelings will deceive you. Your feelings
Exactly.
will deceive
If,
you.
if you don't use your head, you at the beginning stage you go don't go talk so many things where you're not supposed to don't talk.
And you'll be like, why did I even say this?
Exactly. So when everything ends, you're not like
You're not
All right. So I guess we've all listened and we've said lots of things, and I have a question just to finish this up, just to round this thing. The question goes for both of you actually. If you could send a message to your future self 10 years from now, what would you say? If you could send a message to your future self 10 years from now, what would you say?
In relation to intimacy and
No, general.
general.
Life.
What would you say?
act fast.
I'm proud of you.
Act fast.
You're climbing stage. You know they climb global stage. I'm proud of you. Well done. You're doing very well. That's what I'll tell my future self.
In 10 years,
Yes.
not an advice.
Why am I have all the advice I could possibly need.
Alright.
I have the Holy Spirit inside of me.
valid.
Well, valid. Bethel.
I'll tell myself to act fast. I feel like I ponder on decisions too much, and when I eventually actualize what I was thinking, I always look back and be like, why I no can't do am since? Like, why I no can't just run am since? So, and it happens quite too often. So I'll just tell myself, act fast.
If you have an advice that you could tell your future self in 10 years, why don't you just take the advice now?
I am working. It's easier said than done. Because
like procrastination,
I feel like, oh, okay. What if I act fast and it turns out that I'm just rushing?
Why get
You get. You get to.
Well, actually, but not to make anything long, but one more question. What is something you want to give out to someone who you know is looking up to you right now? What is concerning life, concerning intimacy, concerning intensity,
Everything, basically.
everything altogether? What in 20 seconds, just
What is something I want to give out to somebody?
what is something you want to tell somebody
Then-
looking up to you?
Somebody looking up to me. I'll tell the person, learn how to step out of situations and look at it from a third person point of view. That's what I'll tell the person. Learn the art of stepping out of situations and looking at it from a third person point. If person can't tell you this matter, how you go advise the person. So that advice, use it. When you are in that situation, okay, you want to buy something and somebody comes to tell you, and I won't buy this thing, no. Like, waiting, you think that advice you give the person, try that kind of thinking
Like, that's a lot
in
of
every
what if. Did you get
kind
this
of,
is like this is
but
like this,
me,
how
I
is
call
gonna come
it
out to be like?
self-awareness.
Okay.
I call it self-awareness. I call it the grace of self-awareness.
Right.
That's what
Grace
I
of
call it.
discernment.
Exactly.
All right. This is
Well, if I were to give an advice to someone looking up to me, I would assume that this person is looking up to me to be a better Christian, because that's all I can reflect. If you're looking up to me for something else, then there's a problem. But I will just tell you that it's not as easy as you think, or it's not as easy as I would make it look like. Because if anybody's looking up to me, it has to be on social media. I doubt people are looking up to me in real life. Anyways, but it's not as easy as I make it look like. It's not as easy as it seems. There is a whole lot of work put into it. There is a whole lot of mental work put into it. But if you put in the work, regardless of whatever, you will see results. Just put in
Exactly.
the work. 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. As long as you keep on putting in the work and there are no excuses, you will
Of
eventually
course.
see results. So
Yeah.
that's my
So
advice.
thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank
We'll
you
be back
so much.
next month with a lot of fun.
Yeah, an argument.
Kindly follow. Kindly follow our social media pages. Thank you. And
Peace
Bye
out.
guys.